Sounds
Good
good.
morning, everyone. Oh, was that you? Were you talking, Carmen?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, perfect. I was just double checking. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Partnership Power Hour with myself, Dr. Sarah Weaver, and lovely Carmen Broad. You want to say hello?
Good morning, everybody.
Today is going to be a tad bit different. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually a little nervous about this. I don't know why, because this is like my cup of tea, my forte. Like I love doing this part. But I don't know why, I'm just really nervous. But today we're going to talk about how you can build a presentation. Look, I'm so nervous I can't even talk. I'm gonna show you guys how to build your own presentation for yourself and for your team. Goodness, I don't know why that was so hard to say. But man, it was. All right, so let's just jump right into things. So I'm going to start first off by saying we do have templates that we can send to you guys, and you can also send out to your team. Those templates are drop talk presentations and then also the business opportunity call as well. Now, the only thing different, and this is something that Carmen and I are going to be working on. I've been meaning to do this for the longest time, but life happens, business is picking up, and I just have not had the time, but I'm going to make it a priority to get it done by this time next week. The templates that we have for both the drop talk and the business opportunity talk are US only. And I do not want to exclude Canada, right? And so Carmen and I are going to work together and we're actually going to build out a presentation for the use of both Canada and the US in the same presentation for you guys because it just makes sense, right? There's no need to have a US only presentation or a Canada only presentation. This makes it so much easier and you don't have to keep track of every single thing, right? So it's all in one, super easy. And again, I'm going to try to work with Carmen and get that done by at least next Wednesday. Carmen, hold me accountable for that, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to first show you, I guess I could also pull up real fast the other presentation. I have the template of the business, but I want the drop talk as well. As you can see, I do a lot of creation. I have so many things I create from corporate stuff to like my own personal stuff. I'm going to have to search it because I don't know where it's at.
And Sarah, did you get the Moringa one? The Stefan Bible one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, that one. Wait, wrong screen. This one, the Chris and Jenny Buds.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have this one. So I'll be putting all of this into the slides and I'll show you how I do that. But I'm gonna put it over here for right now on my second screen. Okay, so let me make sure that it pulled up. Okay, it did. Perfect. So I'm going to first walk through and show you what the drop presentation is currently. Again, make note that this will change. I will make sure that there's a version that includes US and Canada, including the day and night drops too. But it's just a generic welcome. And then we move into who we are, what the company's name is, right? And then we start talking about the partnership marketing opportunity and how, we've combined the best concepts, how this is the best of the best, and then we move into our founders, which this I do need to change because they recently updated that both Darren and John are co-CEOs. So that's something that I need to change for everybody's template. So I will make note of that. Then we start moving in and talking about that we're a global franchise, right? We're in over 50 countries. And then we also have things that are going to actually last and make an impact. It ranges from daily health, hormone support. We have protein, we have stuff for skincare, gut health, you name it, we practically have it, right? So then we move into our product mega trends and how we offer over 100 products in seven billion-dollar categories. This I will need to change because, as you guys know, Dr. Plant is no longer with us, but that's okay because what I can easily do is just import Dr. Ray Strand. And that's actually something I can do right now because I do have his image.
The other
So I'm
thing
going to show
too,
you how
Sarah,
I do that real fast. Yes.
actually you can leave him there because he's actually still a formulator. And I think
Okay.
that's important. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, if we wanted to add Dr. Strand in, I would suggest like you can put Dr. Plant small like that. Um, and then I can go in and I have Dr. Ray Strand. And I always like to remove the background of them because we want to see like what's in the background. So, okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. It's not going to do it. That's okay. I'll have to mess with it on my own time, but that's fine. We will add Dr. Plant. We'll keep Dr. Plant, but we will add Dr. Strand to this presentation. Don't worry. But for now, I'm just going to remove it. I'll have to go in and fix all of that. So this is where things are going to change as well. As is right now, this is the drop talk. This template only has the body balance and drops. We will add in the day and night drops. So I will add a whole nother slide. And in doing so, I don't know if you guys saw that. I may have done it too fast. So if you just click on the slide that you're wanting to adjust, like to add another slide, it's going to show 3 little dots. Click those 3 little dots. You can either duplicate the page, which in this case I do want to do, because all I have to do is go into a couple of settings and then just remove the body balancing drops and input the day and night drops. I should have. We'll come back to that. I might work on that and show you guys how I do that. Moving forward, here's the food list that comes with the drops, right? And then this is where you can fix it and adjust it to be more for you and your team. Here, I would highly suggest you adding in your before and after pictures first, then add other people onto your team. And I'll show you an example of mine. So this is mine. This is a little dated. I haven't updated mine, but I'm going to go to my first slide. There's my before and after pictures, right? And I made sure that it's me first because I'm the one that got those people to a call, right? I even talk about, it's much more in the weight loss. It's helped my skin. I have hormonal acne even at 33 years old, and the drops help keep that hormonal acne at bay. And then I move into my team, first being my husband, right? And then I brought in more of next gen as well. And this is what you can do for your team. Let's see, let me go back. That's why you see the little cloud with grass images is because all you have to do is simply upload your picture into Canva. And you might be like, okay, Sarah, how can I do that? If you go to uploads, we're going to click upload files. And I don't really have any pictures on this computer other than this. Well, here we go. I'll add my before and after right here. So it's uploading. Once the bar is fully gone, you can click it and just simply drag it into one of those little boxes. And that is your before and after picture. And you just keep doing that. Keep doing that with you, with your team. And you might be like, well, Sarah, I don't really need all 3 images. That's okay. All you have to do is just, let me go back. I did that too fast. I have to remember to slow down because I'm so used to doing this. So if you want to get rid of one of these boxes, just simply click it. You're going to see a little trash can symbol. And then all you have to do is click that trash can symbol, which is delete, and do the same thing for this one. So say you just have one image that you want to share. You can do it like right here and put that in, drag and drop. And you can even move this text. So the text is automatically going to be at the top. I'm actually going to move it and then move it over to the side. And with the template, yes, I do have before and afters back there. That's my little secret. You guys were not supposed to see that, but that's okay. That's the fun part about making your own template and making your own presentation is that you're in control. You get to say what you put in and what you don't. You could also take out what you don't want. And in this case, I didn't want that all behind right there. So I just put a square, or not a square, a white rectangle and covered it up so that way I can make my own before and
Sarah,
afters with me
uh,
and my team and whatnot. Yes,
Sarah,
Carmen.
sorry. I just want to, so we have, so the initial original template, and then you bring on that white square, and then you can still add photos on top of that. So where do you find the white square from?
So you're talking about this white rectangle?
Yeah.
So if you go over to elements and then you type in rectangle, it will pull up shapes. So from here, you automatically click the first one, even though it shows black. For me, it's showing up gray, but that's okay because you can easily change the color. So I'm going to actually change it to this gray orange. It looks more like a tan, but it says gray orange. So that way we can kind of see the differentiating colors. I don't want to do a white on top of white because I want you guys to be able to see it. But say you want to cover it up entirely. Here you just drag it over to where you need it, and then we're gonna make it wide so that way you can see it. And you're like, but Sarah, now I can't really see the images I just put in. That's okay, you can fix that. So it's still highlighted. You know it's highlighted when it shows purple around the box. Go up to the top where it says position, and we are going to click backward. So if I click backwards too much, the white comes forward, and that's okay because you can redo or you can undo it, or you can just simply click it to come forward again. So then all you see is, the background that we just put in and then my image. But now you're like, Sarah, we can't see the text that we put in. Well, I could mouse over it and it showed me a box here. So I know something's there, right? Actually, it's a rectangle. It's not a box. Sorry. I say that very loosely. But we want to make sure that we're able to see that. I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, I do know why it's not showing. It's because it's in the same color. So if we look over, we're still in position. You can't bring it forward anymore. So it's like, okay, we got to figure out what's going on with it. So if I just highlight it all and then I go and change the color, that was the problem. I thought it was because it was all the way in the back, like the picture, but that's not the case in this situation. It was because it was the same color. Okay, anybody have any questions so far? Because I know that was a lot of information.
We're good. I think I'm good.
You're good? Okay. And the chat's good too? Okay, perfect. All right, so moving forward, you just are going to add in your pictures of you and your team. This is the image that I ended up using to talk about the drops for the template. If you don't like this, you can simply fix it. So all you have to do is delete image. And then if you have a before and after that you want to use, just find it, upload it, and then boom, you can easily input it. And that's for any of these. You can detach the image, and I don't want to move it. Detach the image and then simply click the trash can, which is delete, and then it leaves it open. So then you have to go and find before and afters. And I don't know that I have before and afters fairly close because I've been working on Epic Club stuff. So yeah, I do not. But that's okay. I think that's a little bit of self-explanatory. We do have a next gen version where it was all of those part of next gen. I can also give this to you guys as well if you'd like that for your next gen presentations. You can have multiple presentations. You can have one just for your business, one for your drops, and then you can have a next gen if you have younger people that are coming into your business as well. So I can make this available to everybody. That's something I probably should have done, but I just hadn't done that yet. So, okay, going back to our drop presentation. Sorry, so many tabs open. After that, we move into what do we do here? We have a system of growth. We are building a team of business builders, and all we simply do is duplicate and scale it. And then talk about the system of growth, move in how people can make retail sales. Again, this is going to be different for Canada. We are working on that. And also this next page, Carmen and I talked about it. We're going to leave this page as is, but then we're going to put the US version and then also the Canada version of the pricing. So it would be kind of like this. Let me see if I can move this. $29.95 USD. And then I'm going to copy. It's $37.95, right?
Yes.
Is that right, Carmen?
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to look something like this. That way, again, you don't have multiple versions of your drop talk or your business presentation because we don't want that, right? We want this to be easy for you guys. Okay, so then once we do that, we're going to talk about how you can come in at different levels you want activated. Carmen, we might have to adjust how we do this for Canada. I'm not sure how you guys do it, and I don't know if Chris
Well,
and
there was
Joni show it.
the Moringa slides. There was also some stuff in there that had some different packages. So that
Oh,
people were interested
yes.
recently. So I'm probably going to use those to incorporate those in. That's what.
Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
So just talking, because we were gonna, with explaining how to build a presentation with the templates that we have, this is a perfect opportunity to show you guys how we're gonna do this. So Carmen, do you remember which slides you wanted to add in? Just Moringa?
We were kind of, I think we're doing the drops, core cleanse, and vital one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, were the kind of the packages I think on the other slides that
Yep.
I liked. And then, yeah, that's all really.
Okay, perfect.
I like
Now,
freebie too. So, I mean, it's just, I think it's more like just kind of like, because in Canada, like just to, for when we enroll up here in Canada, just to get the 200 PV,
mhm.
it's really, I like to have things duplicatable. So it's like either come in with a 4 pack of drops or a 10 pack or a 30 pack, whatever you want there. Or you can
Mm-hmm.
also come in and go to our NFR cart. So you would enroll and then separately go to your NFR cart after you enroll. And then you would purchase a 3 pack of Vital One, which it gives you 200 PV.
Okay. So in this presentation, how they have it in theirs, and I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. What Carmen has sent to me is a presentation that is in PowerPoint. But we can get these PowerPoint presentations and move them into our presentation. And that is the key for you guys. You can build your presentation to be exactly what you're wanting it to be. So Carmen, they have the cork lens, and then they even have like the before and afters, right? So I'm gonna start with a core cleanse. Do you want me to put that after the Dr. Plant slide here as an example?
Yep.
Sure. Okay. So from here, if you like when you just click on the slide, it makes it like a gray box or rectangle around it. If you mouse over towards the middle in between those two slides, it gives you an option to add a page. So here I'm going to add a page. Here is a presentation that Carmen sent to me. And for this purpose, I'm going to just simply screenshot it. I have a tool. If you have a Windows to screenshot something, all you have to do is hit the Windows key plus Shift plus S all at the same time. Or you can go into your system, into the little search bar at the bottom of your computer, if it's in Windows 11. If not, if this starts getting confusing, feel free to text me. I'm going to go ahead and give you my number for even those who are on YouTube or watching this later. 573-690-8967, because this can get a little complex. But if you have Windows, I would highly suggest getting this tool pinned to the bottom of your taskbar at the bottom of your page, like of your computer itself, because you guys don't know how much I use this tool. It's called the snipping tool. It's so that you don't have to remember those commands to just screenshot, to screen record. It's great to know, but this just takes it makes it more simple. And from here, I already have it pulled up because it's on my bar here. I have it pulled up. I'm going to click new, and I just want this whole slide. And so I'm going to highlight it all. I don't want the white. There we go. So now it has been captured. So now I'm going to save it. Now with this option, you cannot technically edit the entire presentation. It is as is. But if you are given a PowerPoint presentation or a keynote that you can edit, I would highly suggest editing it before you get to this step. This one here, I wouldn't even be able to edit anyways, because they just simply input an image into the PowerPoint presentation, which that's typically what I do too. So unless you're building it out yourself, you might have to get your upline to help you, or reach out to me, send me a text message, and I will do my very best to help you figure out what method to go forward with building your presentation. Okay, so first we're going to add in core cleanse. We have taken the screenshot. I think I saved it. If I didn't, I did, but I'm going to save it again. You're going to go up to the top where it says Edit and Paint. There's that little floppy disk symbol. You're going to click Save. And here, I'm just going to rename it, if it'll let me highlight, or Cleanse Slide. And it's important that you see it save it as a PNG file. I don't know off the top of my head what that means exactly. I just know that it's a picture and that it's easily to import into various things, such as the presentation that we're wanting for Canva. So I'm going to click Save. You can now exit out of that. And then we're going to click Upload Files. I'm going to find that file that I just took a screenshot of, which is right there. Now it's in there. And now I'm going to add it to our presentation. And then you just move it to, you adjust the size to fit your presentation size. All right, we're going to do the same thing real fast. Go back to the presentation. We're going to add Moringa. So I'm going to do the snipping tool again. I just want this image here. There's nothing on there that I want to change. I'm going to save it. Moringa slides. Okay, then the next one, there's Vital 1, which is the actual product that we have, the actual name. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. I'm going to save it. I'm going to call it Vital 1 slide. Okay. And then, Carmen, did you want to add this one too, or did you want to leave what we have for now?
It's up to you. This was one that just shows the profit, which I think is always really quite important in the.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's go ahead and add that. Screen capture it. Screen capture and screenshot are both the same. I didn't tell that, so I should probably tell that. This one I'm going to say profit slides. Okay, perfect. So now I want to add in, you can move this presentation here. I want to upload those files. So we got the core cleanse in. Now we need the Moringa. So I'm going to add that. Here's a little trick for you guys. If you are on a Windows, you can just simply click the one slide that you want, hold Shift, and go all the way to the other slides that you want, and it's going to capture all three at the same time. Otherwise, you can just simply click one at a time and upload them in one at a time, which is, it's fine. That's totally fine as well. Okay, so now we got the core cleanse slide in. Now we want the Moringa. And you adjust it to the size of your presentation. Mouse in between the slides, click Add Page. Now we're going to add in the Vital 1 testimonials. And then go between the slides, add a page. Now we're going to add in the brand partner retail profit. Now you might have to move some slides around. Like for here, we go in and talk about the body balancing drops. You know, we would probably add the profit after, we would probably add the profit like right here after we showcase other testimonials and whatnot. And that's all you have to do is to move a slide. You just select it, hold down with the left click of your mouse, and just simply move it and drag it. And I want you guys to practice with this because you will not hurt it. And if you do end up messing up, first and foremost, it's a-okay. We're all human. We all make mistakes, right? But most of the time, it can be undone. And if you mess it up entirely, all you have to do is just simply send me a text message or reach out to Carmen or reach out to someone, just absolutely anyone, and be like, hey, can I get a copy of that template again because I messed mine up? And you can just start all over again. There was a time I was making presentations for everybody. Yes, go ahead, Carmen.
Sorry. So another suggestion is always to save a duplicate of the template and then play with the second one. Like that just keeps it really simple. And then that way you don't, like, if you can play around with it, just duplicate it, save it into your keynotes, and you can just name it there. And then it's really simple to do that. And then when you're playing with it and you screw it up, it doesn't matter because you've got another template.
Yeah, so that's a good point. As you can see here, you see I've already done that very thing that Carmen mentioned was I made a copy. So to do that, answer your question, Trina, yes, it is automatically saved for you. Being in research and stuff, I always double check and save manually because sometimes technology will fail us and it might not save. But to go in and save it yourself, go to File, go to Save, and it automatically saves for you. If you go to File and go down to where it says Make a Copy, that's doing exactly what Carmen said. So you've got a hard copy that, you can go around and mess around with. And if you mess up, that's okay. You still have a copy of that presentation that we just did, right? Thank you for mentioning that, Carmen. I forget that from time to time. But the same thing, let's see, I'm going to have to move my screen down because Zoom is taking it up and it won't go away. Okay, there it goes. It went away. But the same thing applies for the template of the business presentation. So this is where, Carmen, I believe you wanted to put, instead of Noni, we're going to do core cleanse. Instead of MOA, we're going to put Vital One. And then we're going to keep the drops and take out renew. Is that correct?
No. I think we should leave in renew also.
Leave in renew.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
perfect.
actually, and Noni, because Noni's on the ground here in Canada, which I think is important. We've
Okay.
got the drops and Noni, and we're going to have Vanoli soon on the ground. So,
oh, that's amazing.
So I kind of like to show what I will recommend for subscriptions, So like it's always good to like have a system. I always think it's important to have a system that where it's like here's my enrollment. Like you're either gonna come in with a 4-pack or a 10-pack or a 30-pack of the drops. Either way, whether you're in Canada, US, and or in the US, you're able to just come in with certain packages of um of the Vital One as well, or whatever else other packages. There's so many packages in the US. So I like to cover also renew and the core cleanse and the Vital One as well, because those are really great for subscription products as well. If you start with the drops.
Perfect.
Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to build something for both of our teams. We're going to build you guys a better template than what I have currently. Carmen just approached me and was like, Sarah, can we go over how you create a presentation? And I was like, yeah, we actually can do that. I need to update these templates anyways, but you guys get first dibs at them. So nobody else knows that we're doing this. So this is going to be really awesome. But again, I hope to have that done by next Wednesday because it does take some time, as you can see, because I want to make these prettier in a sense, like more professional, not just like how do you get those presentations? We're going to send them out to you guys. So in the Facebook Messenger groups, and then also, Carmen, don't you guys have a boards? We can put them in your boards as well and on your website.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can put them on. I usually share them. I'll share them in the team chat as well.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. And then we just end with, you partner with us, and that's with all the presentations, and that's just how we close it. Now, Carmen, you wanted to talk about how you specifically close it, did you not?
Well, I usually get so excited after doing a presentation that close is really easy for me. every time I see an overview, I'm like, oh my God, sign me up. I think the most important thing, I think we can go through this. Like, I think next week we can kind of go through a presentation and kind of like once we have everything kind of, we'll get a really great template for us all to use to go off of that's consistent. And then we can, go through it next week, but doing it close. So basically, we want to start with doing it like kind of like who are we, who's partner co, right? That's always the beginning. And then it's like, and then what do we do? We want to bring the credibility with the doctors. I really think that's important. For me, it was really important, like just knowing who's behind our products and formulation. So that's always important for me to share with people. Then you want to cover a few of our main products. You don't want to get into all of them because I think I think sometimes I find, less is best because it's overwhelming. And when people are confused, they don't make a decision. So we don't want to we could go on for 3 hours talking about all the stuff. But if we can keep your presentation into 15, 20 minutes tops, I always find the presentation really truly starts after the presentation, because then you're getting it into a conversation. And so a lot of times too, if you know who you're presenting to, it's important to know if you do, because it's great, because you can kind of speak their language a little bit too. You can kind of adjust your presentation to what would be, what would be their need. If you know somebody needs to lose weight, then you're really going to focus on those before and after photos and showing them what our products can do for them, right? If people are struggling with other health issues, then you may want to find some testimonies for that. But realistically, it's just like the body balancing drops, everything, like they cover all parts of our health, right? And so coming in for a close, I find, for me, I just think that um just sharing with people, just the value that we bring to them, the value that we have here, showing what, finding the needs. So, like, I always like to tell people, like, when I started sharing these posts on Facebook, even what I recognized very quickly, which I already knew, which is why I joined this company, was first of all, I was looking for products, right? That, that, that have credibility behind them. These days, when you go on Amazon or health food stores, even, you don't know who the corporation is that's bought out these companies. You don't know, you know um what you're
You don't
buying.
even know the formulation of the products you're buying.
You don't know nothing. And so you're buying all these things that, yeah, if they actually had the real product in there that they tell you that's in there, you'd be doing great. So those are the things I like to cover a little bit. It's like, just so you know, like, this is things like, just, it's educating people a bit just on the credibility and the credentials we have behind our formulations, our products, and that they really do what they say they're going to do. We've got real people, real results, right? And then the other thing too is just, there isn't such a need in the whole wide world, and people are struggling with their health and malnourished. We are all malnourished. That's where I'm sitting here drinking my moringa, because why? I want my nourishment for the day. I'm a little behind schedule today, but it's all good. But I find, like, so when I come in for a close, it's like, people need what we have, people and people you don't know. And the power of social media, if you share some posts on Facebook and sorry, people will you will have no idea who that will reach. And because we're open in 58 countries, and because we're only a 3-year-old company, like, I just kind of put the vision. You want to give a vision of, like, we're like, I come in for my 37.95 here in Canada, somebody comes in for 29.95 in the US. We are our own franchise, and we have influence over our people. And then every person that joins you as a brand partner is their own franchise, and we're like distribution channels, and we're global. And so the company, I think I always like to kind of touch on this too, like, the company being only 3 years old, but because of this, like, the way this company was created by our owners, is purchasing the assets of 5 other companies. I think that is huge, because when and explaining what that means that they've purchased the products, the good products, the licensing around the globe. This will never happen again, because of cost wise. It's too expensive to go into a new country and license and do this. So this company, and that's what I like to focus on. It's just like the credibility we have. Our Bill of Rights, I think, is also a very key thing, especially if you're talking to other people who are in network marketing and who have had compensations plans wiped out. Like, many companies have had their compensation plans just removed or changed. And or if they go public, like, I mean, Tim Sales explains it best: when a company goes public, it now becomes all about the shareholders. And I rather than the people in the field like us, who are out here, building a business and sharing the products and doing what we do best. So I think those are kind of the key things I like to talk about in a close. And then again, timing, because the company's 3 years old, we haven't even hit momentum yet. Like, that is like timing, timing, timing. Shorty Olson always says timing, timing, and location, location, because we're just opening in India. Like, we have a lot going on here. And I think for those of us that really just, you know, take a position, timing, get started on your favorite products, have some results, and people will see it. You get happier, you know what I mean? Like you feel better. I notice for myself, like my skin, like like from our products, I know I was just with a friend a couple of weeks ago that hasn't saw me for a while, and he's like, you look better now than you did in your 30s, Carmen. And I'm like, I know, I do. It's amazing. So, anyways, I just think the opportunity is massive, right? So, I when I'm doing a presentation or a three-way call, I just like to focus on those types of things and also my story and try to keep it short. Just kidding. I've just taken up 3 hours.
Hey guys, we will get this presentation built for you and your team. And again, we're going to try to have that done by next Wednesday. So it's going to have all that information in, and it's going to be editable. So that way, if there's something in that you would like to add, whether it's a new product a favorite product of yours, say you don't want to talk about Noni, you'd rather talk about Elite. You now know how to do that. And then you also have the images where you can add in your testimonial and then also the testimonial of your teammates, right? And so, Carmen, we got a lot of work to do, man.
It looks like it. So you know what we'll do is we'll do a follow-up Zoom on all of this next week, and we'll have a
Yes.
presentation kind of put together because we just organized this about like what last night at 7 p.m. 8 p.m. Sarah's time.
Oh, yes,
But
yes.
I think it's important. I think because the whole key here is how we make money in this business is showing the plan. Show the plan, show the plan. And so let's get this dialed in. I think this is key for everybody, and just to have a simple system that we can follow here.
That sounds great. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thanks for joining us today.